Whoa, it's a new face. It's not me, it's my friend Rachel. So if you want to see how I did her makeup, then keep on watching. Okay, so before I do anything else, I want to make sure that I am working with a clean canvas. So I'm just going over Rachel's face with some makeup remover, and then I'm going in with my Laura Mercier Hydrating Primer. Skin prep is so important to me because I don't know Rachel's skincare routine, so I'm kind of doing it for her. I'm making sure that her skin is really nice and hydrated so that when I put makeup on it, it's going to perform really well. For foundation, I'm using the NARS All Day Luminous Weightless Foundation, and I chose this one because it is nice full coverage without being too heavy and cakey on the skin. It still looks like skin. Now I'm going in with my MAC Paint Pot in Soft Ochre, and I'm just prepping her eyelid with this. I'm using a flat top eye brush by XO Beauty to do this, and then I'm going in with Mainstain on these amazing brows. Can we just take a moment of appreciation for how good these brows are? These are like Cara Delevingne and Bambi had a baby, and these are their brows. Like, holy crap, I love them. So I'm basically just carving out her brows. Sorry you can't really see this too well. I'm not used to filming on another person, so hopefully if you guys want to see me doing more different people's makeup, just a new face to look at and new features to work with, then let me know in the comments if that's what you want to see, and I'll try and do better at filming me working on someone else. But anyway, because her brows are so gorgeous, I'm basically just, defining the tail, but I want to keep that front part bushy, so I'm just running any extra product through the front, but still keeping them quite feathery, and then always just brushing the product through the brows. And now I'm going in with my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish. This is just a light shade just to set the paint pot from before going in with eyeshadow. For my transition shade, I'm going to be using Makeup Geek's Chickadee, and I'm just buffing this through the crease with an XO Beauty blending brush. This doesn't have to be too precise, you just want it to be really blended and soft. I also don't want it to be too pigmented, so I'm just really making sure that I use a light hand and blending everything out really well. And then for the rest of the eyeshadow, I'm just going to be using this NARS Quadra Duo eyeshadow palette. Rachel loves a really simple, sexy, smoky eye, so I'm just popping that lighter brown shade all over her lid. To do this, I'm using a MAC brush. I forgot the name of it, I'm sorry, it has faded off from washing it so many times. But I'm basically just contouring her eye, so going back and forth with that same shade, that same brown shade, I'm just finding out where the socket of her eye is and really following that as my guide. And you can always build up color and then soften it out, so one eyeshadow can actually go a really long way. Now to conceal, I'm just using the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer as always, and I've just got a mixture of two shades here just to get her perfect color and making sure that I can conceal and highlight at the same time. And then of course blending everything out with a beauty blender. So now we're going in with that second shade of concealer, and this is going to be highlighting. So highlighting brings everything forward. So I'm just taking this on all the areas of the face that I want to highlight and bring forward. And then again, you just want to go in with your beauty blender and blend that all out. To contour, I'm taking a MAC Cream Contour. This one is actually discontinued, but my little technique here is taking that same foundation brush from before and just buffing that into the skin. This is going to give you a really nice natural contour. I also find that it helps to just hydrate the skin a little bit. I'm just using Fix Plus before going and working that product in a little bit more. If you're having trouble with cream contours, just add a little bit of hydration to the skin and it will just help it all blend in really nicely. So you can see that the skin still looks like skin, it doesn't look cakey, it looks quite glowy and natural, and the contour isn't too full on. And now I'm going in with the Laura Mercier Translucent Powder, and I'm popping this underneath her eye. You can see I'm taking it quite far up the nose as well. This is going to help make the nose appear a little bit slimmer. It's going to highlight it, so it's going to bring it forward with the under eyes. And then I'm going to go under her contour just a little bit, but as you can see I didn't put too much product there because I don't want it to be like a stark line. I want it to still look quite natural. And now I'm just going to dust that away. I didn't want to leave it there for too long because sometimes I find if I leave setting powder on the skin for too long, like the baking technique, it kind of blends in with the oils of the skin and can look quite cakey. Now to contour, I'm going to be taking the Sculpt and Highlight Kit by Revlon. This is in collaboration with Chloe Morello. And I'm just going to use this as more of a bronzer. It's not so much to contour. You can see I'm keeping it quite soft. I don't want it to look unnatural. I want it to look like a natural shadow. And then I'm going to highlight, my favorite part. So obviously I'm going to do the cheekbones. This is my favorite highlighting brush. This is by XO Beauty. It's a fan brush. And then I'm swapping over to this smaller Morphe brush to do the more detailed areas of the face, like the inner corner of her eyes and under her brow bone, and of course the Cupid's bow. Now going in with the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil bronzer, I'm just going to warm up the skin, and I'm going over the area where I highlighted her cheekbone just to make it look a little more blended and natural. And then I'm going to take that same Cordra Duo by NARS and just run that underneath her lower lash line just to give it some definition and smoke it out. To do this, I am using a Morphe brush, and I always list my brushes down below. I list the set that this came in because it doesn't actually say what brush it is. And again, you can get a great result by just using 2 eyeshadows. I'm just softening the color where I need to soften it and deepening it up where I want it to be a little bit darker, and always just following the natural contour of her eye. Now taking this Jane Iredale gel black liner, I'm just popping that in her waterline. So sorry, I hate watching this. It kind of freaks me out and makes my eyes water. For mascara, I'm going to be using the Smashbox X-Rated mascara, and I'm going to be popping that on her top and bottom lashes. For lips, we're going in with Gerard Cosmetics Serenity, and I'm just popping this on with a lip brush from Morphe, but if you are doing this at home, you can just obviously put it straight onto your lips. Topping off the look with a little spritz of Fix Plus, and then you are good to go, honey. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video, guys. I hope you have an awesome day, and I'll see you in my next video, if not sooner. Bye!